Call out today, guys, down at Kingsland. He's done a lot of work to his engine himself and he's come a little bit unstuck. So we've come out with the smoke test and diagnostics. I'm going to find out what's going on. We'll go through it with the customer. He's gone to get a notepad. I'm going to write down all the faults for him and any kind of leaks and anything we come across, so then he can start getting it repaired. And then we'll pop back out again at a later date to give him a hand. This is a customer doing his own vehicle. We're just popping in to help. It's something that we like to do. So, like I said, we'll chuck a smoke test down now and we'll go through it with a fine tooth comb to get him started. So a little update for you guys. We've gone through it with the smoke machine. We've found a couple of leaks. We've done just a couple of little temporary repairs, tightened it up and etc. To sort those leaks out. Found the leaks. 2 more leaks that I'll have to do at a later date. He'll do them himself. He's wrote a little list down of everything that he's going to need. So we're going to go through it with the diagnostics machine now after doing all the other tests. And we'll run a few tests through there. We'll check a few sensors. We'll reset a few values and that to see if that helps. But as you can see, as she warms up, she starts to miss. Now, I do expect it to be just the one vacuum leak and the 2 air leaks, but like I say, we're going to reset the values and we're going to go through it now with the diagnostic machine, write those down, and then I'm going to come back at a later date. He's going to do some prep work for me, and then I'm going to come back at a later date and do those small minor bits. He's going to stick it all back together and hopefully from there we'll get it sorted for the customer. Cheers, guys. So as promised, guys, ECU is now back off. She's all pinned up. We've read the file. So once we put the original stock file back on, the first thing we did was reset throttle body, MAF sensor, ambient pressure sensor, all the fuel rail pressure regulators, all the sensors on there. We reset the DPF, EGR, flaps. We reset the whole entire car one by one, including the AAP sensor. So everything is now completely reset. The car was then ran for around about 30 minutes. Turn the car off, take the ECU off, read the new file so we can see all the values coming in. So we'll start now on the editing. Might be a little bit of trial and error to get this kind of right and bang on, but we're going to get it there for this customer. So it goes to show that as simple as a juddery misfire engine, which you would assume would have been like a sensor, a fuel sensor, maybe an injector, was literally down to a bad map file. And the quickest way to be able to identify a bad map file is if you go onto live data, click ambient pressure, and then click on like your MAF sensor and read on a combined graph, and the ambient sensor going like this and the MAF sensor should somewhere near change. There should be around about a 10% value difference. If it's a lot higher than 10% or a lot lower than 10%, then you know your issues are on there. If you've got no boost leak, no vacuum leaks, and you're still getting that in discrepancy, or like your MAF sensor is really high and your ambient sensor is flat. I did try to get a live data for it and to show you because I had it up, but unfortunately my phone stopped recording at the time due to storage. So that's the easiest way to identify if it's going to be a map. It normally throws the MAF sensor out quite drastically. Normally kills the MAF sensor at times, probably about 50% of the time. So then we recommend getting a new MAF sensor at the same time. But this is where we're at, and I'll let you know how we get on. Just like that, guys, we're ready to upload the new data. As you can see, we're going to be reading through all the sections one by one. Files uploading. Here's the reg. VPER, DPF, EGR is now calculating the checksum data. The checksum data is the very important one, because if the checksum data doesn't marry, then we aren't going to be able to start the car because it's doing with the immobilizer. So let's see how we get on. And there you go, guys, as simple as that. New map file went on. We managed to nail it first time. A little bit of black on my face. Managed to nail it first time. Customers over the moon after spending hundreds of pounds on second-hand parts and brand new parts, trying to nail what's wrong with it, thinking that there's something wrong. Having no codes, having multiple people come out, multiple readers, until obviously he gave us a call. We came out and said, "Ah, okay, we think we know what the issue is here." Put the vehicle literally back to factory, like I said, to try and figure out if there's any codes being deleted. It had turned out there was codes deleted, but it was literally just down to a poor map file. So I can never elaborate enough about getting everything sorted correctly and properly before you upload a map. This customer is over the moon, he's happy, so I'm happy. Until then guys, see you next time.